Hey, what is up, guys? Today I bring you a dilemma build. A lot of you have been requesting this build. Aaron, I know you wanted to see this build, so this build is for you. This is, I usually do not run this. Most of my dilemma pieces, I keep them in the stash. I usually run my crit AR build in the dark zone. But if I were to find someone using dilemma, I'm going to put it on. So this will be the version that I will use in PvP. I'll explain why, and I will explain why I think this is the best way to run Dilemma. Now I know most of you will argue that I will need Grupo Sombra to get more crit damage. Let me show you my stats real quick. I got 47 crit chance, 173 crit damage, 85% headshot damage. Now the reason I don't go for max crit chance is between 45 and 60 there's not a lot of difference. Now the crit damage you can increase it with the Grupo Sombra, but you're gonna lose the damage to target out of cover, which still is the best slot. Fog spray and knee pads is a must go if you want to do DPS. I'll show you the difference now. Now I'm rocking Fenris chest piece. Also, I will show you a better way to run this if you want to get more DPS out of this build. Let me show you my stats real quick. Weapon damage, crit damage, chest, unbreakable, 11.7 weapon damage, max crit damage, max crit chance, crit damage mod. I forgot to show you. I'm running a crit damage mod here as well. 11.2. I don't know why it's not showing up. Holster, 13.4 weapon damage, max crit damage. I'm using fog spray and knee pads, almost max weapon damage. Damage to target out of cover, max crit damage. Gloves, 13.4 weapon damage, max crit chance, and 14% weapon damage, 12% crit damage with 11.2 crit damage. Now let me show you my numbers and why this build is so good if you wanted to use it in PvE and if you want to fight cheese with cheese. Now let me show you my base numbers. You see why I tell you having max crit chance sometimes it's not even worth it. The first bullet that I shot was a crit, so I already marked the target. As you can see, the base crit is 4229. I mean 429, sorry. And if we activate tenacity, we go all the way to 515. Now look at here. This is the last 3, 6, 8 bullets that I hit the target. 2, 4, 6, 8. Out of those 8, 6 were crit. So you don't need more crit chance. And remember, the more you kill, the more crit damage you're gonna get. I believe you get about 50%, 40% crit damage. And if you use that backpack, it increases from 60 to 100%. So all the people in the dark zone using the limb are using the backpack, so they can do the same damage to the other mark enemies. Now let me show you what would happen if I wanted to increase the crit damage. 173, right? Now let me show you the numbers again. 429. Grupo Sombra. It's not completely max, but difference is just minimal. So we went to 187, right? So you will think that I will get more damage, but no, that's not the case. 414. Remember, my highest with the fog spray was 515. 496 with tenacity. So in reality, you will not do more damage with Grupo Sombra. Now let me show you the way that I run it. I run it with 1 Providence and perfect glass cannon. We have 46, 173, but 895 headshot damage. Now let me show you the difference. 660. Now, if you wanted to emulate like one of your teammates having the exotic mask, what you could do if you're by yourself at the White House, just proc finisher. The mask will give you 25%, finisher will give you a 30% crit damage. So we go all the way to 714. Now, if you wanted to use a different rifle, I got this from mask really good with bread basket. 573 headshot damage. The way that I use bread basket, I start shooting from the chest and go up. So for the people who don't have the Eagle Bear, this is a really good alternative. You don't have to use bread basket. You could use strained. What else can I show you? You could also run it this way. Exotic mask, chest. This is more for a PvE scenario. If you wanted to mark 5 enemies at the same time. Numbers 51, 161. With the mask, it'll go up to 186. If you're fighting the target within 15 meters, of course. Now, keep in mind that you're losing a lot of weapon damage from the chest. Let me show you another alternative you could use. Let me see. The dilemma mask. And contractor's gloves. You have way too little crit chance. I'll have to go for the switch my mods with crit chance. Oh, it was with the pistol. 45 is good. I won't really recommend using contractor's glove anymore. You could go Grupo Sombra here as well. 51, 177. We were creating for 488. 506. You see, contractor's glove, they're not worth it anymore. So I guess you could run this version if you wanted to use this in PvE. Now let me show you with Baker's dozen. Again, you will always almost crit from 45 and up, crit chance. Yellow numbers are crit. So if you wanted to use classic M1A with perfect glass cannon, we have here 45, 201. We gotta lose this, so we drop some crit damage. 46, 174. 289. Now if I wanted to use a classic M1A, Rifleman is by far the best talent for you to use a rifle. Now I don't have a perfect rule, classic M1A with Rifleman, but I'll show you the difference even with this cheated one that I have. Oh, you serious? Rifleman. Where's my other Rifleman? Is this the one that I was using? Oh, this is really bad. Alright, so even with this one, which is extremely bad, increase some crit chance. It's a little low. Alright, so we at 46, 168. We were critting for 286 with a perfect roll Baker's dozen. Now look at the difference. Even with the shitty one, look at the difference in weapon. Imagine having a max roll. So if you could use Rifleman, forget about Baker's dozen. This is the way to run it. Now for some reason Dilemma doesn't perform really good here. Sometimes you hit the target, but it won't take any damage, you see? Look, the NPC is still alive. So that's the way I would run it. If you wanted to emulate exotic mass, let me show you with the exotic mass. .7, 3.6. Guys, this is a dilemma build. Again, I don't use this in PvP. This is mostly for the people who use it against our squad. Sometimes we could be fighting like AB4 and you will still see people trying to use dilemma to kill 4 people. So please do not use this in the dark zone. This is extremely bad and it's literally breaking the game. This is mostly a PvE build. 46, 173. Weapon damage again. 660. If you wanted to see with the booster hive. $690. Booster hive and finisher. $746. Alright, so this is the dilemma build. This is Antrax. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.